Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and to another Sweet 16 Hot Wheels Redline restoration. Today we're working with the 1968 Deora. What color is that? Is it antifreeze? Is it lime? I think it's antifreeze. Let me know what you think. So here it is. I already pre-drilled and tapped the casting. Let's pop it open. There is the split axle, usually found on US models. Remember to stick around all the way to the end so you can see the comparison between this one and the one made in Hong Kong. There is the split. Here's the interiors, a little bit dirty inside. I'm gonna wash that with warm soapy water. This is the glass. It has a slight, I don't know if it's a crack or just scratched. Other than that, this windshield is perfect. It's in really nice condition. Of course, we're gonna clean it up and go through the pledge, revive it with the windshield. You can see this casting has a hole there in the front grille. It's a factory mistake. It appears that when they molded the chassis, the metal was kind of thin there, and it didn't do it right. So this is how it looks after the paint remover. You can see all that toning. And this is how it looks after the electro polish system. As you know, I have a video on the electro polish. If you want to see that process, I'll leave a link up above to the right. I debated if I should fix that grill, but I ended up deciding that I was gonna fix it. So I just used some Gorilla Gel glue, dried it, and then sanded it down. And then of course I had to paint that front grille the same color that I was gonna paint the casting. Here you can see I'm using the tool from the Redline shop to install brand new dip dish wheels and trying to get them as aligned as possible. Here it is after a few coats of the base color from the Redline shop. This is what we started with, and this is the finished product. The new color, Spectre Flame Lime. Reproduction surfboards in the back as original surfboards. Cost an arm and a leg. Alright, let's go over to the table to compare this to the Hong Kong model. Alright, let's do the comparison. As you can see, I have three models here. These two are Hong Kong. This one is the one we just restored. This is gold over polished. Let me take off the boards here. These boards are reproduction. They're not original. There is a way to tell them apart. If you go to the online Redline guide to the Deora page, you can read all about that. So here you can see that because I polished this model, it's actually getting all that toning is coming back. But let's do the comparison here. So the first one is the color of the windshield. Of course, the Hong Kong is blue tinted, while the US model it's supposed to be clear, but I've always said that it's really not clear. It has a slight dark tint to them. I have a white interiors, which is usually a nice thing to have on Sweet 16 models. If you look in the front, you can see that the headlights are different, and also this part here is part of the casting, while on the US model this part is part of the chassis. You can tell that both chassis are different. Hong Kong has the 4 slots, while the US model doesn't have it. There is a variation, I believe it's an early model, where it has paint all the way up to here. But again, if you visit the online Redline guide, they have pictures of all of that. The interiors is also different. The Hong Kong models, the steering wheel is a separate piece, and it usually comes loose, and it's lost because it'll slide out through the wheel well here, and you will lose it. I actually bought this one just to get the steering wheel and put it on this one, and then later on, maybe a year later, I decided to repaint it, and I painted it Spectraflame purple. I don't remember, I did not record this, I believe. I don't remember if I used the base coat, but I think I did. But I did not use the Black Magic paint for the back here. I think this is Vallejo spray can, which it actually looks good. It's just over time of touching it, it'll take a little bit of a sheen, unlike the other paint here, which you can see that if you keep touching it, it'll grab some sheen to it. But again, this is another model. You can see that it really, when you polish these Sweet 16, it doesn't hold up to time. So let's look at the back here. You can see that the size of the tail light is also different, and its place slightly different also. So it has 4 small bearing wheels, and for this new one, of course, I went with deep dish, which US models did not come with deep dish wheels. This one, I never planned on showing it on camera, so I did not install deep dish. If I ever find a steering wheel, I guess I'll install it. And it also has a broken back window here. You can see the difference here. This is one of the cheapest Redline Sweet 16s if you ever want to get one. They're usually pretty cheap on eBay. And in reality, I believe purple is a more expensive model. So I might be able to justify getting a new windshield and trying to get a replacement steering wheel for this, because you can tell it's missing. You see it right there. So the original boards, they're way too expensive. The people that do have it, they ask a lot of money. It's crazy how 2 original boards might cost you more than the actual car, and I'm talking a lot more, a crazy amount more. The way that the interior is set to hold the boards, I believe it's a lot better on the US model. It holds the board tight. It holds them better, in my opinion. So which one do you like more? Lime, that's the color I painted this. Spectraflame lime, Spectraflame purple, and this is gold, which it would look a lot better if I would have used base color. But during those days, that was a couple of years ago, I wasn't using the base color. I don't even think it was available on the Redline shop. So that's gonna be it. I might have to try find another set of boards for this other one. Let me know which one you like better. That's gonna be it. Thank you for watching. Peace out.